Hello, 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 my darling Aquarius. Thank you so much for tuning in to a reading with me, Lorien. It's an absolute pleasure to bring you these readings every month. And we're just going to be using a brand new card deck this month. This is the Enchanted Tarot. And this is actually from my mum, who got it me for Christmas. It is by, let me just have a look, Amy Zerner and Monte Faber. So really looking forward to seeing what these have to say for you guys. So this is going to be a reading for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising. Also, if you have your Aquarius and Venus, it'd be handy to look at this as well. If you want a reading from myself, just click on the link below, or you can email me lorientarot@gmail.com. You can also buy me a coffee if you can't afford a reading but want to support the channel, and you can also get in touch via email or on Patreon, where additional readings will be held. So also I wanted to say that there could be a few more things coming through, such as spirit guides and meditation videos, and also some tarot courses, because from the live readings that I've been doing, people have been suggesting things that they want me to do. So if you do want to learn tarot, or if you are interested in learning my interpretation of the tarot, then absolutely drop me a comment below and I'll be happy to accommodate. So all the suggestions that I've been getting from my subscribers, which I really do appreciate, I will be putting into effect in 2018. So, and more spell stuff as well, I think. So let's have a look and see what Aquarius is getting for February 2018. I'm just going to close this door because it's a little bit drafty. Alright, let's see what we've got coming through here. Okay, so the main thing that came through for me just then was taking chances. So there's a lot to come from taking chances. There's a lot to happen. So let's just see. And I will hold these up, but because I've got a new computer that I'm trying out with these readings, you may have to bear with me while I just figure out the best way of using it. Wow, okay. So you've got the Hierophant, the Emperor, the Empress. Wow, okay. So 5, 4, 3. Interesting. You also have the Ace of Swords. You have the King of Wands. And you have the Hermit. Okay, so you're doing some soul searching this month. Also, you have the 8 of Swords here. So, let's just take a look and see what I can get for you here. If you heard screaming just then, that was my neighbour my neighbour's kid, who really doesn't like being quiet. So, let's have a look and see what goes on. Okay, so a lot of thinking, a lot of mental connections that you're having to make this month, a lot of personal decisions that you may having to go through as well. There's a lot of power, there's a lot of victory, some clarity coming through for you with this particular card. It feels like there's a lot of things heading on into your kind of personality, I would say, and this is really happening a great deal for you. I would think that there's kind of this on high ability that's coming down. So if you can see here, it's kind of the sword is being formed from the moon down. So I think maybe from the big eclipse that we've had on the 31st of January, there'll be some information coming down for you to assess, because you've also got the Hierophant here. So not only will you have some clarity, you may be thinking that you need to separate yourself from something or someone, but you will also get the feeling that there's something traditional that maybe you have to go into. There's something that you are probably wanting to try out for that requires a dedicated and very methodical approach, but is also quite traditional. So it could be that you're actually thinking, well, I don't want to be married, and then you're, with the Ace of Swords, you're actually slipping away there. Or it could be that you're no longer interested in your job because it's too traditional. And I'm sorry for the glare on here, but there's no other way that I can do it at the moment, so just bear with me. I do think there's a lot of changes coming through and a lot of mental connections, but whatever this is, I'm not sure that you really want to believe in the system that is around you at the moment. You're not really happy with the system that is kind of churning out around you. Maybe some people are just being a bit fake. People are just kind of overly happy with certain things, and they're just kind of, oh yes, it's great, and you're kind of looking at them going, what? So yeah, I think that that's kind of coming through for you guys there. And especially if your sun is in Aquarius, it could be the fact that because it's your birthday coming up, you're kind of not really wanting to buy into a lot of things. You're not really wanting to look into it the way you need. You know, for instance, people saying, oh, it's your birthday, you should feel X, Y, Z. And I don't think that you will buy into that. You know what I mean? Happy birthday, by the way, if your birthday is in Aquarius. There are birthday readings on my website. But yeah, I think that you're just going to be looking at this and thinking, what's the point? However, you have two brilliant cards here. So this, for the ladies who are looking, excuse me, but for the ladies who are looking, this could be something around the Emperor coming into your life, or the significant other coming into your life, who is the King of Wands. And this could also be quite a strong, independent person. The King of Wands normally actually represents a sense of enterprise or visionary, stuff like that. So you could be finding out that this person's coming into your life for that reason. You've also got the Emperor here, who signifies a slightly more subdued educational energy. So you're learning something big this month, and I think it is connected to the King of Wands. For those of you who are not looking for anybody like this, I would say, okay, sorry about that. For some reason this thing decided just to stop at 7 minutes. So for those of you who are not looking for a romantic relationship, I believe this is somebody who's coming in to kind of signal some differences for you. Somebody who's coming in to help you harness the creative magic that you have. So this entrepreneur type area, you may need some education in how to present yourself this month, or you may want to change. So I think that it could be somebody who's very much on your side, who could actually give you a little bit of a handy hint as to where you may look for your next direction in life. It could also be a sense of contentment, a sense of perseverance, but the Emperor can be an educator in and of themselves. So it could be that they're coming in to really help you with the next step of your actual career, rather than your romantic sense of the word. But I do think that you're going to do some soul searching. I do think that you may take yourself off on the, beaten track maybe, and try to look at certain things in a particular way. There also feels like there's somebody who's coming in to help you, who's coming in to really assist you with this feeling of, maybe isolation. But for me, when I look at this card, it means that you've been on your own, but you're content on your own. There's nothing really that says here that you need to change. There's nothing that you need to really alter about yourself. It's just that you're doing some inner working, which is good. And you're doing some kind of soul searching for the right reasons, not for anything, oh, well, how do I get $1 million? How do I manifest, 15 million pounds? That isn't what you're about. That isn't what this is about either. This is something far more intricate for you guys. And of course you have the Empress, which may mean that you're actually thinking what you can create and bring into the world itself. So you may be wanting, in effect, to just bring somebody or something into the world. You want to nurture it, you want to nurture yourself. And I think as well you should be looking at how you can manifest your desires, but maybe not in the global sense, maybe in the day-by-day sense, maybe in the way that you're thinking, well, I can sort of persevere on such and such, and this is going to be where I go next, or this is going to be what I do next. People will come to you for advice. That's definitely something that I see here. They're going to want to ask you questions. They're going to want to, draw things from you. But with the Hermit here, I think you'll be just more inclined to stay on your own and just kind of stay within yourself. I don't think that you're going to really want to bother a lot with other people and their problems, because that's just going to drain you of energy. So let's have a look and see what information we can get for you guys. Okay, so we have Bacana. Now, Bacana is a really strong connection to the Empress card, actually. So this is to do with life, fertility and birth. So you are definitely giving birth to some kind of creative stuff. Could also be a symbol of a love affair. So maybe it's actual affair, or maybe it's just the love affair that you have with your job, or the creativity that you may have there. I also feel this is growth and liberation from some maybe certain things that may have dragged you back before. And I don't think this is necessarily bad. I just think that you may find a little bit of bittersweetness there with, oh, I'm now moving forwards, I'm not really sure as to what else to do. Just that kind of feeling of maybe being a bit lost now you've been liberated. Sometimes that happens. But I do see growth, I do see changes coming through. The King of Wands, he is definitely on your side. However, I feel that they could be a bit overwhelming sometimes, which is you may choose to just kind of take some time to yourself afterwards. But they are here to harbour change, they are here to educate, and I honestly feel that you are moving towards something more spiritual and best for you. So if you do want a reading from myself, just click on the link below. If you'd like to email me, there's lorientarot@gmail.com, or buy me a coffee if you just want to support the channel. But I thank you all for your patience while I get this ready for you. I'm sorry about the cut in the middle. I don't know what is going on with this video malarkey thing. I may have to check that out. But thank you as always for your support, for liking, sharing, subscribing. What have you got planned for February? Anything positive? Anything that you want to do? Do let me know. I love hearing from you, and as always, if you have any requests as to what you want to see in future, do, as always, inform me in the comments below. But blessed be everybody, and I wish you all the very best.